No, it's not like Rogan, but like yes, it is a podcast. Yeah. I guess that some people get a buzz cut and hope that they might be confused for David Beckham in 2005, the one with the earrings and the Sharp sponsored jersey. That's a tall order, which is why I hope that with my buzz cut, if someone were to stand 25 yards away and squint, they might say, Is that Robert? Robert Pattinson? Again, I can only hope. Besides anyone with facial hair, a good hairline, and confidence, you know who looks good with a buzz cut? Brad. Which isn't actually saying much, as Brad looks good with anything. I'm referring to Brad Pitt. We're not on a first name basis, but I think about him often. I think about how he was outfitted with a scarf for the film World War Z. Whose idea was that? Scarves in zombie apocalypse movies go together the same way that Kashmir and Mad Max does. And it's not that his outfit was bad, I thought he looked good. Good, if he hadn't been casted as a former UN field agent, but instead a divorced father with amends to be made in a film like Love Actually. The buzz provides an odd complex. How a neglect to shave and this type of haircut work so well together, I still don't know. I figure it has something to do with geometry. The same impulse that misses your chin and cheek finds your head, and the next thing you know, they call you Zayn Malik and put you on the cover of GQ. That's how it works, right? Due to a couple cowlicks with bad attitudes, I've gone most of my life with a buzz cut. It was a 5 on top, 4 on the side, something impervious to bedhead and hat hair. It came in ritual until I found out that Axe did more than body spray, that they did clays too. After that, I'd walk into a Sports Clips, take off my coat, and declare, "Like Macklemore, please." Usually they'd comply, and when they didn't, I'd leave, but not before taking a couple dum-dums. It was interesting what keeping my hair substantially longer on the top and shorter on the sides did to my ego. The illusion of added definition in my profile, it casted shadows down my cheeks, shadows similar to the ones that walk along the walls of canyons. Call me crazy, I think my chin actually might have sprouted a cleft for a little bit too. It became a part of my brand. John? Oh, the guy who puts stuff in his hair. This was fine, I was cool with it, but I'd get uncomfortable when people would stretch the truth. They'd say, "He's got good hair." I wasn't one to deny this in public. If anything, I'd overinflate it. But deep down, I'd wrestle with the reality that it wasn't that my hair was good. I was just paying $8.99 for salon Play-Doh, then spending 5 minutes of my morning massaging it into my scalp. You abide by this routine for a while, and then forget the power that comes with an electric razor and size 2 guard. Stand too close to it with an itch to bite your nails or crack your knuckles, the same impulse that has you throw the Knicks into a parlay where they most certainly don't belong, and you end up looking like a completely different person, probably wondering as you sweep up the mounds of hair stuck on the floor what you just got yourself into. Questions, that's what. But who knows? Maybe a newfound confidence. Right now, I can tell you that you'd need a couple scrolls on my camera roll to find anything other than photos of me with my lips slightly apart and a crinkle in my brow. When I was 12, I agreed with my mom to have her buzz my head. This meant that she'd pocket the 20 to 25 that Sports Clips ran us up, but would have to figure out how to tame my cowlicks. She was behind the reins. It needs to be clear that there was more on the table than convenience and fiscal responsibility. I was dating someone at the time. We'd been together for 4 weeks and only said 6 words to each other. The entire relationship was set up by the third parties that were our friends. But I think it goes without saying that 4 weeks in an elementary school relationship is equivalent to a mortgage and 12 years on the adult scale. The lifeline of these relationships largely revolves around superficial things. What car did your parents drop you off in? What type of backpack did you have? Were you fast? It did help if your hair moved like Ryan Sheckler or Justin Bieber. That's just how things were. The haircut itself was going fine until my mom made a technical error. My dad will bring up this story at dinner sometimes, but aside from that, we don't speak of it. If I had to guess, it was the whirlpool cowlick in the back of my head that might have thrown her off. The only way to correct her mistake was to shave my entire head. Call me dramatic, I'd agree with you. The first time I saw myself in the bathroom, I was startled, thinking, who let this Tanner version of Daniel Radcliffe into our home? But then I realized it was me and started to cry. I locked myself in the bathroom while my parents waited outside. I said to them, "You owe me $40. They were confused. Was that how much these haircuts cost? Why, they asked. I took a deep breath in and then yelled, So you can buy me a hat.